From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
Drivers.
Do you want to be the greatest of all time? Welcome drivers, sponsors, and fans to the inaugural season of the G.O.A.T Racing League. The G.O.A.T Racing League will be running 3 series on 3 different nights. The Truck Series on Tuesday nights, broadcasted on Signature Esports. The Xfinity Series on Thursday nights, broadcasted on Skullkey Esports. The Next Gen Cup Series on Saturday nights, broadcasted on Signature Esports. There is an entry fee to the league, but you can drive all 3 series if you meet the license requirements. We look forward to seeing you out there. Check out the Discord and the Facebook page for more information. We'll see you on the racetrack.
Well, my hotkeys aren't working. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. We're going to go real quick over the starting grid because G.O.A.T Racing is ready to go. They had the bash last Saturday. This is race 1 of the Cup Series for this inaugural season for the greatest of all time racing series. Joe Grahal is going to be your pole sitter. Bill Hales, the outside pole sitter. Aaron Jackson, Tony Ressler. There's Sam Harrell, Haas Beverly to make up your front 3 rows. Charles Van Scoik, Ricky Udding is going to be right there. And row number 4, Christoph Hall, Anthony Zirkle, row 5. Keith Prince and Justin Riddles are going to make up the next row. And we're going to make this go really, really, really fast here. Gaines, Strickland, Shearer, Cowan, Cialino, Burnett, Burke, Burkhart, all the way down. We're green flag racing here. There's a lot of drivers I didn't get to, but we're going to sure as heck go over them as we get ready to roll here. As 100 laps to be completed. Stages at 20 and 40. 1 fast repair for the drivers. 75% fuel, so the stages should be good to go. But right now, it's all about fast speeds and that draft package right here as the Sunset Skies start to work for the drivers. 1 of 100. Grijalva has Jackson behind. Aaron Jackson at the number 12, rolling that corner. 14 of Tony Ressler in the mix as well. There's good to see Tony back out in the mix. Is the Ream Ford Mustang. Ford's 1, 2, 3 at the moment. Sam Harrell in the Chevy. He's going to be the first Chevy in that mix. Going to be on the inside, but right now, Bill Hales trying to push the outside lane. He has a whole lot of Haas Beverly right behind him. Crossing the stripe, they go. Lap 1 complete. 2 rolling as we speak. A lot of drivers are probably going to take it easy. They want to make it all the way around this 100-lap race, 250 miles. As the G.O.A.T Racing League starts to roll. G.O.A.T Racing League brought to you by a lot of different people, but most of all of you out there watching, tuning in, much love to you. Let's take a look at the rest of that starting grid. I wanted to make sure to show that because it's really important to make sure we highlight these drivers as they continue to move forward. Show grid. Show. Why isn't it showing? I don't know. Who knows? Let's not look at that. Apparently, we're not going to be looking at it. That's a shame. All right, here we go. Well, that is probably why. Let's take a look at this here real quick. I think I can do it now. Cannot. Anyway, 47 of Grijalva out front. Good to see Joe out there. Good to see all the folks out there. Make sure you like, follow, and hit all those buttons to help you know when we're going live here. I can say that these drivers are doing a pretty darn decent job. Patience is going to be a big factor here. That is one of the largest principles of this racetrack, and huge advantage to come whenever it is working into that advantage. Jack's Racing Collectibles is going to be the guy that we talk about a lot across both the truck and the Cup Series. You got to go check him out. An absolute dream machine of a guy out there. Really works at keeping his collectibles up to date. 43, 53, 47, 12, 22. That's going to be your top 5 at the moment. Front Pack Racing. About 14 drivers up there at the moment. Let's go back to that second pack at the 13 drivers. Here's that second pack being led by Brandon Burkhart in the 83. 24 right behind him. That's Cody Sturgill. Rich Crane in the second pack. Third in line. Cody Anderson right there as well. Drivers still trying to make it work. Trying to find the right speed here as this starts to work into their favor. Good to see everybody out there. Hopefully everything's sounding good. Hopefully all the volumes are correct. Much love to you. I do have to fix one of the logos real quick, and I am going to have to fix one of the turns here. One of the turns is stutter stepping. So there's a lot of things that you can really make work, or it can either work really well or it cannot work well. But I am doing it. All right, there it is. Global Strategy Team, new sponsor for the Go Racing Series. GST, the house of the NFT games and metaverse guide that you play to earn with over 50 active players every day. More information coming about GST. We are looking at trying to figure out what they do. Some people really like NFTs. Some people really don't like NFTs, but these guys have been doing it for a little while, and they've got some people out there helping you take care of it. So hopefully Global Strategy Team will we'll get some more information and make sure that we start posting that in the links in the descriptions. I don't know how to get over get a hold of them just yet, but we will make sure that that's in there. But it is one of the people out there doing it, being a sponsor of this series. An absolute awesome opportunity to pick up a series right there in the mix and right there straight away from the start of the season. We love it. Let's see. Joe Tardif leading the next group. He's got the number 5 right behind him. So we're seeing Bogart and Joe Tardif work together. Right behind him, Michael Strickland. He's going to have the 88 on lock. He's got John Hammond right behind him. John Hammond in the 13. Cameron Turow in the 18. Patience is one of those things that you don't want to take for granted. But they're only going to go to lap 20, and then from lap 20, that'll be the first stage, and then they'll have a 60-lap shootout to the end. Right now, Sam Harrell, your race leader. Bill Hales in second, Grijalva in third, and a chance for everybody just to be patient going forward as they roll lap 8 of 100. Blocking users. Good to see you out there, Joe. Much love to you, buddy. He says, that's the elder of the Grijalvas. He says, glad I'm calling the race. It's Saturday and having a cold beer. I am having my Roasted Gems coffee. Hello from El Paso as well. Hello from Missouri to Texas. We love you. We appreciate you. Good to see everybody out there. Thank you to all the folks doing your due diligence. Speak. Jane Newman, thank you for the like out there. Much love. Split Second Gaming, a part of what I do over here. And we appreciate you very much. Love from Australia. Absolutely fantastic. I am blocking users on YouTube because apparently they like to follow me and, be bots. We like bots. Hello from Australia. Good to see everybody. Shane, appreciate you, man. Split Second Gaming, part of the broadcast supporters over here. Thank you to everybody doing what you do. I do, because of my broadcast supporters, I have a new microphone. And it's really awesome. Harold Hales, Grijalva, Jackson Udding, Van Scoik. Then the 98 of Christoph Hall out there. Beverly Wrestler Zirkle in the mix. Whole lot of drivers, single file, and that's the way they're going to roll for a little while. Cody Sturgill back here again, like I said, he's lead that second lane, 8 seconds to difference. Halfway through this one, halfway through the stint, and losing kind of a ton of ground here. Nathan Bogart picking up some pace here with Joe Tardif right there. They have caught that second pack. And there's Justin Reynolds right there in the 94. Good to see Justin back out in the mix. There's the RBS machine. 17 of Cody Anderson going to the back of this little pack that they have going on. Joe Tardif out of 3. The 5 of Nathan Bogart right where he started in 21st. But they are very much working on catching that front pack as they run some of their faster laps. Well, this last time, Maurice Burnett blinked right there. Found himself a little bit faster this last time by, but the start of this pack, Cody Sturgill, 48.06 for his last time. And right now, Joe Tardif and company, they just need to hook up and start rolling. Yeah, Grijalva's on Ford. I know. I saw it's a different. I saw that he was driving a Ford in what was he? He was driving a Ford the truck race Tuesday. Yeah. Car going a lap down at the moment. And that will be Sean Burke in the 95. Part of the RBS Racing team. He will be able to get one of those laps back coming up here very soon, but this little 3-car pack right here is going to need to do some work. They're going to catch up. Hammond Hero right here in the 18 has the 13 of John Hammond. Stryker right there as well. Over the course of 12 laps, that front pack is pretty much pulled away, and they're going to be able to catch these drivers here pretty soon. See the cars kind of dampen themselves out there. Thank you guys for the likes. Thank you for the shares. Thank you for all the fun stuff out there. Much love to you. Appreciate everybody on all the platforms, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. Sounds of iRacing coming at you. Hydrate break time as we are halfway through stage 1. If you're out there and you have the opportunity and you're listening to this on with headphones on, you'll be able to hear the interaction with the track. It's really awesome to see. You hear the cars going by on that right and left side, and get it set up. I think I've got the sound set up pretty darn well. Mark, thank you for the like out there. Much love to you. Appreciate you very much. Back at it again. They're starting to make it work. 16 of 100. Cameron Duro in the sights of the 13 right here. I was watching Cody Anderson. He keeps trying to get a run to the outside here, and these drivers aren't really helping each other at the moment. I know they're trying to stay patient, but they're running more side by side and not really making any ground. They mostly need to find themselves right there on the back bumper of each of these drivers, because that's something we are not seeing. There's the 94 of Justin Reynolds trying to make himself a little bit faster. The RBS Racing team in the mix over here for the Go Racing machines. The 8 blinking in and out. That's Maurice Burnett. Hopefully Maurice can figure that out as we start to roll. 17 of 100. And now some drivers starting to push some boundaries. There's the 23 to the inside. 2 is going to make the pass right there. That's Ricky Utting as he carries in. Tony Wrestler is going to be in the number 14 machine there to the inside, to the high side of the 98. Christoph trying to make it work. 14 not clear, but he's going to have some help. There's Haas Beverly in that Ford, staying strong up there. Right behind, Anthony Zirkle driving the Beef Jerky Unlimited 4. I didn't see that one coming. Good to see Zirkle out there. Thank you for my logo on the back quarter panel. Love that. I didn't know he was driving for Beef Jerky. Full set. Tony Wrestler right there. They're making up some ground on the high side. 18 of 100. Clean race, no cautions. Lap 19 being completed. When we go to commercial break after the stage, I'm going to have to make some changes here, because the lights are on here. They are basically having a heck of a heyday right here. Grijalva to the high side. Now the high line working better for him. He's going to make that pass. He's going to bring Utting with him. Into the corner. 47-2, Sam Harrell. We watched Sam have a good race there towards the end, side by side. They shouldn't be aggressive for a stage win here. I don't think this is the right time to be doing that. They still have one more lap. The white flag for the stage here as lap 20 is being completed. Utting to the inside. Oh, they're gonna call it now. Okay. Normally they run the entire 20th lap, so I guess that's where they're gonna call it. That was 19 laps completed. They're completing lap 20 as we speak. Grijalva will be that stage winner. Yeah. So I need to ask if they're gonna. I'm gonna ask real quick if you're out there listening tomorrow, or you're out there listening to one of the admins in here, we're gonna throw it on the 19 and the 39, or we're gonna throw it on the even number, because I want to make sure that we're calling it, because I want to change the way the settings work over here on my end. So all good stuff. Not complaining. Promise. We're back. All right, back at it again here. They're all coming to pit road. Grijalva's in. And pretty much to the point that they're going to be... Oh, Grijalva missing his pit stop there. Pit box there. A little ahead of the race line. There's Bill Hales in a 53. A lot of drivers coming in just for a splash and go. 43 is going to be one of those drivers. They have plenty of tires to be able to make this race work. So, I mean, I'm a fan of tires at the racetrack, especially with these next-gen cars where even on super speedways, the tires have started to matter. Even, like I said, even on super speedways. So, lights are coming on. I made those a few of those adjustments there. I want to make sure that the everything's showing up correctly. You know what I mean? I don't want to have any issues with the stream as it continues to move forward. We had some dropped frames there that I didn't like, not packets or anything on OBS, but I saw it being managed wrong. So, all good. Harold, Udding, Jackson, Grijalva, Van Scoik, Zirkle, Hales, Wrestler, Hall, Shearer. It's going to be your top 10. Can't go back and give you the top 10 before, but it's all good. Fitz, thank you for the follow out there. D-Zirkle, good to see you. Thank you very much. 12 will either bring home the checkered or just the wheel. Hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully everybody plays it safe, plays it clean, and races hard. I think that's the thing. That's the thing I would want to see. I don't want to see anybody wreck somebody for a win, let alone drive themselves off. That doesn't make for a great race. What makes for a great race is that last 2 laps. But getting yourself there and getting yourself in position to do so is what I like about it. You're all set up to race, Joe. Good to see that out there. Appreciate you very much. We'll make sure to. I've got those things covered. I've got I've got your address too, so I've got some stuff coming your way. A little care package from us over here. Harold, Udding, Jackson, Grijalva, Van Scoik, Zirkle, Hales, Wrestler, Hall, Shearer. If you guys got haulers and you want some stuff put on your hauler, all you got to do is holler. Love to throw our, Signature Esports logo out there wherever we can. Always good to see you out there, Ms. Zirkle. Anthony's up to 6th so far, and got a whole lot of drivers back here ready to go. The cameras aren't working the same anymore, folks. For whatever reason, they're gone. Right now, we're back to green flag racing. Ricky heading to the outside, Sam Harrell to the inside, Grijalva big shove. The 2 splits the seam here. About to have a whole lot of cars run that line to him. Grijalva to the backside, 24. We're going to lap 40 here, and then that'll be the end of the stage, and then we'll have at least one green flag pit stop coming up. All these drivers back here trying to bide their time. Ooh, 8 in and out, Maurice. Up to the 48. Whoa, Maurice getting into a few. They're wrecking. Big caution. Nobody slowing down. Something happened. John Hammond involved. Ricky Udding. Hopefully these drivers were able to uncheck those fast repairs that last time. Caution comes out. First one of the race. And we'll see what happened there in just a second. So I think it all starts right here. We'll have to take a look and see. There's Grijalva right here. I wanted to see what was going on behind. I know the 8 was blinking back here. He went up into the 48 a little bit, but this all happens right up here. 4 right there. 2 peels off the racetrack. That is Ricky Udding here. And I don't know why. Did he get bumped a little too hard? Let's take a look back here. He is way off the racetrack. Little shove, little skadoosh. Yeah, he did. Did he save it? Did he save it? Did he save it? Did he save it? Up the racetrack, into the 23, into the 53, into the 24. And the damage minimized. A lot of drivers able to slow down. Ricky Udding, Sam Harrell was giving him a big old shove right there, and that's what turned all that around. Unfortunate circumstances, but a chance to go get it fixed. You don't need a fast repair just yet. I'd save that fast repair for later. That's what I would do. Everybody to pit road who needed to come to pit road. Grijalva's going to be your race leader. Zirkle's going to be in second. So Wrestler, Shearer, Hall, Jackson, Beverly, Gaines, Crane, Burkhart. All the love in the world. Good to see you all out there. We appreciate you. Fitz, thank you for being out there. Pulling for Zerk and Cowan. Dude, how you doing, buddy? Mr. Robert Doig, how you doing, man? Dude, EOD, CSM. Command Sergeant Major EOD. Dude. Like it. 26 of 100. Lights are going to go off. We should go back to double file racing here this time by. So Zirkle will pull the outside. Actually, I think the choose rule is on for the drivers. There's a lot of drivers going to choose the inside lane here. And Zirkle is going to be up there. Grijalva is going to be on the inside. So Zirkle will be on the outside. Wrestler, Shearer, Hall, Jackson, Beverly, Gaines, Crane, Burkhart. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. I always appreciate you. We're doing what we can. Sorry for the slow-mo on the messages out there on YouTube. We had that fantastic bot jump back in the stream again, so I had to fix that. All right, folks. They're going to do their thing. We're going to do our thing. They're going to go back to green flag racing. Hopefully patience is going to be prudence here as they try to make sure they make it all the way to lap 39 of the stage, or 40. And then they'll come to pit road and no doubt have a good green flag run to the end. That's what we want to see. We want to see these drivers make it to the end and then duke it out from the green-white checkers. That's what I want to see. But you can't lay back. From this point forward, you're pretty much getting to the point you're getting yourself set up to be in position, because if you lay back on the after the final stage and you kind of just bide your time for that pit stop, that's not going to work. We've seen these next-gen cars push themselves to be out of the boundary of being able to catch up unless something atrocious goes wrong. Green flag waves. They're completing lap 28 as we speak. And about a third of the way through the race. The 47 has the 4 to the high side. Wrestlers right behind. Bud Shearer up into the mix. Hall, Jackson, Beverly, Crane, Gaines, Burkhart. That's going to be your top 10. Saturday Night Racing, GOAT Racing League. Brought to you by Global Strategy Team, GST. Is part of the team over here, Zirkle. Tell you what, Grijalva's being left alone here. And Anthony Zirkle and Bud Shearer are out front by a country mile. Grip Hack Special running out front. Holy cow, look at the distance in between them. Bud Shearer has pretty much flattened his nose against the back end of that 4 and says, let's go. Tony Wrestler and company trying to pull back within that draft. But I tell you what, Zirkle and Bud Shearer might pull away from these drivers if you're not careful. Zirkle's your race leader. And now everybody tightens back up. You can only run so much there as the 14 of Tony Wrestler goes to the high side. Grijalva goes with. Now back to double file. 5 drivers trying to close down that distance. And right now the 14 of Tony Wrestler trying to make that work. Aaron Jackson at the number 12 has Haas Beverly right behind. Haas can put the nose to the bumper and says, let's go. Tony Wrestler, fastest lap of the race last time by, 46.55. Nobody trying to go with him. 14 had an opportunity there. Drivers leaving themselves high and dry, and they're not really working together. Right now, Zirkle and Shearer, the dynamic duo, we're going to be able to hold off a few of these drivers. Bill Hales back here off 13 from the start of the race. He is working with 3 cars. Looks like they're just got a bunch of cars just kind of patiently doing their thing here, just waiting in the back. We've got drivers already 13 seconds off the pace of the top 8 drivers here. 9 drivers. Adam Gaines, these next 4, Maurice Burnett, Daniel Cowan, and Nathan Bogart, they're starting to catch some pace. Bill Hales, the one of Joe Tardif, Ricky Udding, all 3 of these drivers just kind of sitting there. 24 of Sturgill, Sam Harrell back at the mix back there as well. John Cialino holding on. And a driver in the mix that looked like is there a lap down car in between? I don't see a lap down car. Oh, Sean Burke. Sean Burke at the 95. Still looking for that free pass. Anthony Zirkle out front, 32 of 100. Bud Shearer really making this one hold on. Another driver going to lap down is going to be the 23, Charles Van Scoy. That is the GOAT Racing legend himself. He is the one putting on the league, and hats off to him. All he has to do is just kind of bide his time, have some patience here. He's going to go a lap down. He's got some damage going on there, so we'll see what he does coming up very shortly for the stage. Justin Reynolds in the 94. He's driving by himself as well. Reynolds, part of the RBS team. He's got no hood on that car. Stryker within a good little distance here. Cameron Dureau right there in front of him. There's the 13 of John Hammond to the high side, utilizing the high side traffic here. 21 of Lance Thompson. He's going to have the 3 of Keith Prince. I like Keith's car. For those who don't know what's on his car, you see ASL, it's American Sign Language. Those who are used to seeing that, I highly suggest that everybody, I wish it was mandatory that everybody took a little bit of ASL throughout the rest of throughout like even just middle school. That should be an option for second language in high school. Anthony Zirkle, Bud Shearer, Christoph Hall, Aaron Jackson, Brandon Burkhart. We're going to... Christoph, if you watch this back here from this point, I want you to go and take out the middle of the middle of your description on the driver information app. Please do that so that way I don't have to delete you from the system. Brandon Burkhart, the 83. Trying to change some things here. Try to work, try to move. Anthony Zirkle out front, Bud Shearer, Christoph, Aaron Jackson, Joseph Grijalva, Tony Ressler, Haas Beverly, Rich Crane, Brandon Burkhart, Daniel Cowan, all right there inside the top 10. And now they're single file for a couple of more laps before we end stage 2. We'll start sending it around. Tina, how are you doing out there, dear? Good to see you. There's your bestie. Number 47. Right behind the 12 here of Aaron Jackson. Go Z Go, says D Zirkle. Good to see you, D. Always a pleasure seeing you out there in the chat. 38 of 100 for 93.98. Aaron Jackson in the 12. This race is more about the end. Charles is going to be multiple laps down now. He looks to be 2 laps, I do think, now as they come around and catch back up to him. He did get his fast repair, so he's going to be swallowed up by the racetrack here. 39 of 100. And we shall see if they call the caution whenever they come across at 40 or if they go all the way around lap 40. Because they are completing lap 39 as we speak. 4:93.98. This is about a bonus point here. Aaron Jackson in the 4. And Zirkle holds that line. So they're going to go, I think they're going to go ahead and go all the way around. They're going to complete lap 40. Zirkle, Shearer, Hall, Jackson, Ressler. This is going to be the run for the lap here. Stage win all the way down to this. Ooh, big shove coming. 98 of Christoph Hall, almost right there to the back bumper of the 93. Almost got him loose there. Quarter entrance, quarter exit. All of this is about stage points. 93-4. Big shove coming. 93 races to the outside, has the drive, has the draft. Shearer wins stage 1 or stage 2. Bud Shearer, the driver that was able to capitalize that, and that's how you set up a win. Congrats to Bud Shearer on the stage 2 win here. Zirkle will be second. Christoph Hall will be third. And Jackson, Wrestler, Crane, Burkhart, Beverly, Grijalva, Cowan, your top 10. That was textbook. Nice job by Bud Shearer there. He gave him a little bump, got him out a little further, and then used the draft to get himself to the outside. Made it work, and man, that was textbook plate racing. All of my cautions across every series brought to you by Nerds Do Nerd Things podcast. They just released a new episode yesterday. It's absolutely fantastic. Go watch it on YouTube. You can watch it on Facebook. You can also get yourself out there on Spotify or Apple iTunes, Google Podcast. That's what it's called. Kind of all over the place. I'm on Spotify. That's how I listen to them, and they're a ton of fun. Go watch them. Thank you to Roasted Gems for being my coffee source for the foreseeable future. We love them. We appreciate them. RoastedGems.com, BZ20, Bravo Zulu 20 at checkout. Save 10%. What else? Who else? Jack's Racing Collectibles here for the G.O.A.T Racing League, and then Amar RC is going to be your race controller. Who else? Everybody's coming to pit road. Do think, Justin Riddle should be your lucky dog. Should be. He's the first driver one lap down. Yeah, all the way to Cialino. So Reynolds being the first driver one lap down should get his lead lap position back. He's going to do so. So that means Van Scoyk and Sean Burke will both be a lap down still, and they're going to be looking for a free pass here. I do think so. Somebody, Rich Crane, stayed out. Bud Shearer, he is leaving pit road. He took fuel only. Rich Crane came in on lap 21. Everybody else on 42. So Rich might be just looking to try to get himself back in the mix here. I'm not quite sure. Sean Burke will need to get back on the lead lap here. Matt, thank you for the like. Much love to you, buddy. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day out there. The Swope family in the house. Folks, I'm going to take a pause for the cause. Got to refill my Roasted Gems, and I'll be back. Thank you, Kendrick, for the like. Appreciate everybody out there. 44 of 100. Only one caution for incident. The rest of them have been for stages. And we're going to go back to it. Bud Shearer, Jackson, Zirkle, and Burkhart. Going to make up your lines here. Two by two, and it is go time now. There's no laying back anymore. If you're laying back, you're doing the wrong thing. Oh, a lot of drivers out here, and I tell you what, now we've got a little bit closer pack here, but Sam Harrell and company are going to really need to get themselves caught back up here. Now, these drivers are doing a pretty decent job of making it work, but Grijalva back out front from the inside. Tony Wrestler keeps trying to make that outside line work, and he gets all the way out there and then kind of falls back a little bit. I wonder if he's just trying to stay to the outside. Right now, we'll see. We're going to have to see Grijalva out front for the time being. Looks like Tony's a little bit free right there. Kind of want to look at what his car's doing. Let's go inside the cockpit view here. He's trying to pull the air off of Joe Grijalva to the bottom. You can see the line that he's working. I mean, Grijalva to the bottom. In fourth gear. The temp's not working on his car. He needs to shift. Joe, shift. That is a good way to blow your engine right there. 9,000 RPM solidly in fourth gear. The draft package that Bill Hales gets right to the back bumper and gives him a big shove here. We're worried about the engine of the 47 here. It's a long way to go with a red-lined car. That's it's a lot to do with engine temperatures here. They do, even as the race leader, you can blow your engine right there. Hale's doing a fantastic job of keeping his nose right to him, but they can go faster here. Grijalva, Hales, Wrestler, Jackson, Udding, Zirkle. Cody Sturgill right here as well. Maurice is having some issues. His ping is dropping him in and out here. And Hopefully he's got that all fixed. Adam Gaines in the double zero here. We might have to, I don't know. Nathan Bogart in the 5, working the inside lane. He was up as high as 5th. Brandon Bogart in the 83, up 11. Biggest mover of the race so far is Cody Anderson. He's up 18. Anderson driving the number 17. And Zirkle trying to go back to the front here. Outside lane working for him. Tony Ressler drops in. Tony is utilizing every lane that he's been given, and he's got to be careful because if you keep running up and down the lane, you're going to find yourself getting turned or passed, one of the two. So either drop in or full send, right? That's what I say. And now the 4 trying to keep the 14 in check. I think Zirkle's faster here. He can be pushed a lot better than what we're seeing, but nothing more, nothing less than trying to make it work. 52 of 100. Tony Ressler needs to find his line, find his groove, get himself out front, and drop in like he should be. Joe Grijalva in the lead. Not able to be pushed here. If I'm Zirkle, I'm going out. I'm going outside. Not because Tony's doing anything wrong, because he's not doing what I would want him to do. And yeah. I'm talking to him. I'm in his ear saying, "Hey, you have got to hold your line, buddy. I will push you. You just let me know where you're gonna go. If I'm somebody, I'm dropping in. There's a big open spot down low, and that high line is not coming together. Joe Grijalva out front. Bill Hales, Jackson, Shearer, Zirkle, Ressler. Tony Ressler drops to the bottom. So now the 2 of Udding can get himself. 14 gets a huge run, and this is where the checkup happens again. 83 goes high. 4 should be going low. Brandon Burkhart is trying to do the same thing, try to shove him to the outside. I don't think that is where this line works. High line is, the second lane is a faster lane if it works. If you are nose to bumper, nose 1, 2, 3, and everybody else can follow suit. That's not working in anybody's favor right now. I'm trying to root on Tony Ressler to the number 14 right now and give the benefit of the doubt and the hope that, hey, you got to get yourself in there. Leading the outside lane is not leading. You got to get nose to bumper. You got to work with the guy behind you. And the inside lane pulling ahead. 47, 53, 12, 14, 93. Hey, top 5-9 still top 5-9. I'm just trying to give him some help. 88 of Stryker right behind the 18 of Cameron Durow. They're looking to try to make their way all the way up front. There is Justin Reynolds rebounding the 94. We've seen him win time and time again, but there's his RBS teammate right behind him. 94, 95, Bud Shearer in the 93. And right in front of them, Tropicana. Lance Townsend coming off pit road. Haas Beverly, last driver on the lead lap, has the 33.3 and the 22 working all together. And they are way off pace, 13 and a half seconds. They have to do some work to catch up to these drivers right here. And these drivers are about 6 seconds off the pace. It's an opportunity to catch here. And I do believe they should. Cody Sturgill as the telephone pole look on the back of the 24. Bogart and Gaines side by side. They've been got to swapping positions inside and outside here. Whoa, 14 up to block. And that checked up a whole lot of people there. No caution. It is an iRacing thrown caution situation here. 14 has got to stop doing that. Tony Ressler, come on, buddy. I got you. I got your back, but you can't do stuff like that. Who was that off pace? That's a big drop in positions there. It was Aaron Jackson at a 12. Hold on. We're going to go back and take a look at this one. This one is Aaron Jackson here. I want to see how this happened. Big shot from the 93. Check up on the inside. I do think he got sent down there. Whoa. Somebody crossed over. Who was that? That was the 83, I do believe. Stop this. It was Brandon Burkhart. He made it all the way down. Oof. 14. Went with the 14. 14 went with the 83, and my mistake on that one, 14 went with the 83 to go down, but the 14 wasn't ready, so the 83 kind of went with him. So that's how that happened. Checked up the inside lane, and it's where it went. Burkhart, Grijalva, Udding, Hales, Anderson, Bogart, Cowan, Wrestler, Harold Shearer, your top 10. Jessica, thank you for the like out there. Appreciate you, the Van Squig family, giving some love. Much love, much love. Thank you so much. Keep your chats, keep your shout outs out there. We love to see it. Right now, the top 10, pretty much all right there. Well, top 8. Top 9. There's Bud Shearer back here in the second lane, figuring themselves back out. Tony Wrestler had a big shot from Brandon Burkhart. Brandon Burkhart was ready to go down to the bottom. And they had a whole lot of room to do so. And when Brandon went, Tony wasn't ready. And it kind of pushed himself back up the racetrack. A little checkup behind him. Never heard anything. That kind of checked up. I think Bud Shear's the one that got into Jackson a little bit right there. And it probably had everything to do with somebody getting off the throttle. He went straight down to the grass. Came back on track. Though Aaron Jackson and 22nd back here with this second pack. Aaron Jackson right there with John Cialino. They're going to be able to shove each other around. So Cialino's going to pick up some pace. Keith Brent's right behind it at 33. I'm sorry, the 33 and the 22 of Haas Beverly. So a little 4-car pack might be able to work here. Hopefully they'll be able to find some pace and find some speed, because they're holding on. Brandon Burkhart out front. Driving the Miller Lite throwback paint scheme for the 83. Grijalva in second. Where's Zirkle at? There he is. Zirkle in 10th. Nathan Bogart right in front of him. That's the driver he's catching. And Bogart pulling away just a little bit, but Zirkle able to pull that team together here. They just need that. They need to just catch that speed, catch that draft. Last lap for Zirkle 48.25. Brandon Burkhart 47.74. Fifth gear for him. Grijalva bit back to fifth gear here as well. .62 of 100, only one for caution so far. Zirkle and company just a little bit faster last time by. They're starting to be able to catch that backpack, but I see caution comes out. Joe Tardif, John Hammond, Cameron Durow. Everybody's going to stack back up. Let's see what happened. Caution. See if we got a helicopter award out of this one. Nerds doing our things. All right, it's right here somewhere. Whoa, Nilly. Yeah, this one's going to be a big one. Something happened here. That's with the 24 and company. Cody Sturgill's right here. There's the 1, the 98 on the back bumper, the 1. It's Joe Tardif right here. Let's see. I think this might just be a wrong bump situation. Well, let's see. And you're doing a great job. One up the racetrack just a little bit. 98 just bumps him. Just turns him. And all of a sudden, all HE double hockey sticks broke out. And, oof. Who's that in front of him? Sean Burke. These cars do high center badly. Poorly. Sean worked his way around that one. Holy cow. 24 right there as well. Well, to the 5 cars that had happened to, there you go. Everybody to pit road. 37 laps left here. 38. So we're completing lap 63 under caution. Everybody's going to come get fuel. It's a smart move. Rahal will be hitting his pit stop here. Gets himself stopped in time. Good. Better pit stop. Better stop that time. Bill Hales in that second pit stop. All right, folks. Is the season of the helicopter award. We haven't seen the big one yet, though. So they got a lot of time. Tardif would have been your lucky dog. Sturgill coming off pit road. Rich Crane. He's leaving pit road. Everybody should be pretty close to the lead lap here. Van Scoik, the only driver that was needing to be back on the lead lap, and he's got some heavy damage. Ricky Hutting's going to be your race leader as they come around. And yeah, that's the way it goes.
And that's the way the cookie crumbles. Welcome to the rock.
Totally joking. All right, be right back. back at it again. The second caution for incident happens. Driver's going to have to start wearing those multifaceted hats right now. Burkhart to the inside, gives Udding a little bit of a shove there. Hales to the high side, 17 of Anderson with him. Drivers that weren't up in the mix earlier are going to be up in the mix now. Maurice Burnett has to watch needs to watch that ping. He's got something extra working. He needs to cut it off. He's up there in the top 10. He's in and out a little bit here. Justin Reynolds right behind. A long look at what's going on here. .22 to the high side. I'm sorry, 22 to the low side, right here in front of the 94. Justin Reynolds, super fast. We've seen him win races and have a ton of fun here. Anderson trying to go for the lead up here, and that is the case. You see how the cars start to stack up. Exactly what we're seeing here on the inside lane. Trying to follow along with what was going on there. I'm trying to keep an eye on Maurice because I want to make sure that if it happens, I want to be able to watch the big one. I want to make sure that he's okay too, because his ping and his packet loss on my end is significantly high, but that could be on my end. Grijalva to the high side, 3 wide. Bill Hales being swallowed up here, and now Bill's going to have help from the 48. I think that's a mistake from the 47. Grijalva's going to drop back pretty heavily here because Bill's going to have more of a push from the inside than anywhere. Yeah, they're getting all shaky here. Making me nervous. Don't make me nervous. Cody Anderson out front. Udding. Oh, Bogart up on the racetrack. That was Nathan. We believe. Caution. No caution. Nathan Bogart way up on the racetrack right there. Kind of got sent. And now he is sideways here. And he's trying. No caution, but he's trying to not be high centered here. Come on now. $70 of 100. Bogart to pit lane. He had to jump to pit. Now the caution. Charles, how's it going, man? I saw all that out there. Wow. Fifth cautions, third for incident. Here it is. Alrighty, folks. Here's what happened to Nathan Bogart, and this is what brought out the caution altogether. Huge checkup. This is that 3 wide with Grijalva and Bill Hales. 48 checks up heavily. 5's right there. Nothing's going to be working to any advantage here. So the 5 try to hold on to the inside lane. 48 check up. 53 check up. Everybody checking up. 14 drops to the inside. Tony Ressler finds a groove there. 48's going to be there as well. 5 finds the 48 here. 22 is right there, and then right side's the 5. And then that should have been a caution right there. iRacing didn't throw it. Race Control missed it. There was a car right there. It should have happened. Not that I'm sticking up for the 5. Sticking up for... That took way longer than it needed to. And could have changed the dynamic. Instead, Nathan Bogart having to tow to pit lane. and a lot of drivers who are disoriented there, finding themselves having a much harder situation working forward. All right, it doesn't matter. It's still super speedway racing. Adam Gaines is going to stay out. 00 is going to lead this lap. 72 of 100. Greatest of all time racing league getting started 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago with the Clash at Charlotte. Then they had the Bash this past Saturday, a week ago from today, where they determined their starting grid. And then today, of course, the start of the season. Everybody coming in for fuel. Adam Gaines came in on lap 63, 8 laps ago. He will not be able to make it on fuel. That's not a thing. 75% fuel on a super speedway still rounds about 38 laps on a 2.5 mile track up to speed. And he came in on, that's at 100%. So if you take 75% of that, he's going to be under the marker. Some of these drivers may still be under the marker. We shall see. Anthony, thank you for the like. Thank you for the share. Appreciate you out there. Good to see everybody doing their thing. I like super speedway racing. Charles, I saw your comment out there. I'm a fan of super speedways in these cars because I think they're diverse and they can utilize that multi-line track. First race of the season means first chance to really figure out the drive line. Now they've had some time to work and drive together in some of the other series. We see a lot of the drivers from the Truck Series and the Xfinity Series in this in the Cup Series here. But I think overall, we're going to be able to try to find a little bit better of it. Hey, Adam Gaines is a B-class driver. I'm just curious. I know that you guys had mentioned that. This is Cody Sturgill that you're driving. You had to have the license requirements to drive in the series. So I just want to make sure if that's what I'm talking about whenever we talk to the drivers and talk to these folks out there. If you have a C-class license, you can drive in the Truck Series. If you have a B-class, you can drive in the truck in the Xfinity Series. And then, of course, if you have an A-class license, and you can drive in all three. That's what I want to make sure that we're telling. If I'm telling folks that's what I want to make sure that we're doing the right way here. Because I want to make sure that everybody knows exactly what they're getting here and where they're going to be at. 00 2 83 43 12 4 14 48 17 and the 88 Go Racing League Saturday Night Series. It's got a good series and a good schedule too. You guys are gonna like it. You're gonna like the races that they're gonna have coming up. And it's still full send mode. Sam Harrell, one of the drivers. If I were to pick a driver to win, Sammy knows how to get it done. Cowan knows how to get it done in the 48. Ford, I would pick Bud Shearer. Maybe Grijalva as well. Justin Reynolds, of course. Toyota. Well, I would have picked Charles, but he got taken out. Green flag waves, 73 of 100. Completing lap 74. Double zero through the gears, 2 to the high side. Burkhardt trying to get to the back bumper. Brad Burkhardt's got speed today too. I wonder if the drivers that are in the Fords like the Fords better because of the flat nose that they have. I like the Chevrolet being able to be pushed in a Chevrolet. I don't necessarily like pushing in a Chevrolet, but I do enjoy it. I do drive the Chevy. I have the Ford, I have the Toyota, but I'm a bigger fan of the way that, I don't know. I just like the Chevy better. They're all the same. They all drive the same. Fit setup races, they all drive the same. It's literally a box on a box. 43, Big shove to the 0-0 into the corner here. Adam Gaines really having quite the night here, up 12 spots on the start of the race. Brandon Burkhardt trying to flirt with 16 here. He is fourth in line on the high side. Up 17 as he gives a big shove to the 2. Ricky Utting will try to drop down as quickly as he can. Burkhardt might try to go with him. He's going to have an opportunity. They both can go now. They could have. Can outstretch their hand. They're going to go. They are going to go. 12 of Aaron Jackson to the high side. He's going to drop in front of the 0-0. Big checkups coming. This is where mistakes happen. The 12 checked up the inside line so hard. Ricky Utting and Brandon Burkhardt are going to get a big run here. Now the 12 is going to have to really restack himself back into the mix. Tony Wessler still trying to flirt the outside lane here. 17 of Anderson right there behind. Caution comes out. Joe Tardif, Nathan Bogart involved. Go back and see what happened here. There's Nathan Bogart. Caution looks to be. That'll end the day of the 5. So they might not end the day of the 5. The 1 maybe. We'll still see maybe some right side to be fixed here. I'm not sure what happened there. We're going to go back and we are going to take a look. Joe Tardif right there, the number 1 car. Here's Nathan Bogart. Maurice Burnett up there. Big run. Ooh. Whoa. Holy net code. Watch Joe Tardif here. Let's go to the 1 car. Where's Tardif? There he is. Right here. Now, the 3 of Keith Prince tries to go middle to get out of the way. Here's Joe Tardif right here. Watch this. Checkup coming his way. Big checkup. 3 goes to the high side. And from the back of where the 5 was, it looked completely like netcode, but I was wrong here. Watch this right there. Big checkup. Quarter speed here. It looked like netcode from back here, but that was not. Big checkup. The 1 was up high. That was Lance Thompson getting into the 1 right there, and good job on that one actually bringing out the caution. That was absolutely worth it. Everybody coming to pit road. Everybody came to pit road except for Adam Gaines. Adam Gaines is still inside the top. Inside the top 10 here. Curious to see if he's going to be able to make it on fuel. Ricky Utting came in on 71. 71 for Brandon Burkhardt. Aaron Jackson on 71. Adam Gaines still on 63. Lucky dog that last time by was Cameron Durow. He comes around. Still finds himself 6 laps down. Joe Tardif out of the race. Nathan Bogart getting some of that right side taken care of here. It's not as bad as I would think. Spoiler looks fine. Sometimes folks ask me to look, so I'm looking. Where is my screenshot camera? Yeah, it looks a little rough. That screenshot camera from Ricky here in the pace car. Don't ride the pace car, you'll get DQ'd. If you ride inside, iRacing does that too, folks. You got to make sure that you pay attention to that. If you ride inside the pace car, you have a chance of being DQ'd. We don't want that to happen to you. There they are. Big run. 22 laps to go here. Most of the drivers should be fine on fuel now. Gustav Haas, John Cialino, Keith Prince, Lance Thompson, all those drivers came on that caution. So we should be golden here. So we'll be 21 laps to go at the start of this the restart of this one. We love ourselves some super speedway racing, and we're going to be fixing some stuff going forward here. Full send. Full send. Green flag waves. Well, the action's heating up now. 21 laps to go. Burkhardt out front. Udding Gaines, Jackson, Anderson, Wrestler, Burke, Harold, Sherrill, Zirkle. That's going to be your top 10. Maurice having some issues still. Hopefully his race isn't impacted by that at all. 95 of Sean Burke trying to make moves here behind the 17. Cody Anderson on the high side has Adam Gaines in the front bumper here. Adam Gaines needs hope and a prayer here. 20 laps to go. And fuel strategy going to be the biggest factor here. Gaines to the outside. Came to pit road on lap 63. And is hoping to be good on fuel. 37 laps on a green flag run with 100% fuel is pushing it. They've had a couple of cautions in the midst of this, so we will see just where the strategy plays out. Gaines, Anderson, Burkhardt, Hudding, and Shearer, Jackson, Strickland as they come around turn 1 and 2. $19 laps to go. Side by side, Gaines went out front for a moment. Now Anderson down there. And 00, probably not the driver that I want pushing me, but because of fuel issues. But RBS looking to try to make this one a team win. Here's the 95 and the 93. Teammates going to work together? Yes, they are. Bud Shearer and Sean Burke, they're leading here and pulling away. Bud Shearer, one of the best pushers out there, but he will set you up. You watched him set up the number 4 to win stage 2. He'll do it again. You know he'll do it again. I know he'll do it again. I mean, when it's the last lap, when you and your teammate are doing your thing, what do? You do exactly that. Grijalva, the high side. Big shove to the 88 of Strickland. Chevy. Ford, Chevy on the high side. Hammond right there as well. 14 of Tony Wrestler trying to close in some of that distance. Tony belongs right where he's at. But he's going to drop low. Strickland holds the high side. Grijalva there as well. 43 of Sam Harrell there on the high side. High line working. Michael Strickland, striker, has Grijalva with him. They're wrecking. Grijalva turned. Christoph, Tony Wrestler. No caution. How is that not a caution? Now it's a caution. Alrighty. David, thank you for the like out there. Appreciate you very much. Mr. Wyatt, how are you doing? Here is what happened. Strickland had an issue. What happened with the 88 right here? Grijalva giving him a bump. Grijalva just gave him a bump. Then net code to the 47, and then yeah, that should have been a caution way back here. Tony Wrestler involved here. Right there should have been a caution. Even though he was coming off the racing surface, he was still like the 98 right there. It should have been a caution immediately. Right there, caution. Now Wrestler gets hit there, and he's sideways. Backwards, dang near on the racetrack again. A lot of drivers went off the racing surface to make sure they missed that. Max Green. Not salty. Trying to make sure that we are calling this one the way it needs to be. 13. Now, those who I were worried about on fuel, it possibly should be fine on fuel. They might be fine. I don't know. As long as the Chevy wins, the world is good. I mean, Fords have been strong today. We got a lot of Fords in the mix. 18 gets the lucky dog. Cameron DeRose coming around. Nathan Bogart should have been your lucky dog there. Cameron DeRose now is going to be your lucky dog again. Bogart went to pit road here. Oh, good. That would have put him a lap down. So DeRoe's going to be 5 laps down instead of 6 this time by. John Hammond, your race leader, the number 13. Sean Burke is going to be second. Ricky Edding, Adam Gaines, Brandon Burkhart, Bud Shears in 6th. Cody Anderson in 7th. Aaron Jackson, Haas Beverly, John Ciolino. That'll be your top 10. Tony Wrestler is going to rebound off of pit road. Going to come around with Sam Harrell, and those folks are going to be. I'm keeping an eye on Tony because I think Tony has the right idea and the right strategy. He just needs to be 3rd or 4th in line, and then push towards the end. Kind of the way I look at it. Look at Jack's Racing Collectibles. You can find links in the description. You're right here on our Facebook and YouTube platforms. And, of course, and always, look at the Go Racing League. Charles Van Squeak and all the company over there. The greatest of all time racing league. It's going to be absolutely a blast moving forward. Let's see. Global Strategy Team, GST. We talked about him earlier. Once I have links to GST, and I've got a little bitty description, but I kind of need a lot more information. I want to make sure that we can talk about them, and I have pointers because I enjoy knowing the sponsors, and I know and Jack's Racing Collectibles. I know he has a ton of die casts and a lot of different collectibles that you can get from him, and I can talk about him, and I know where to go for him because there's a link for him and a link in the description. So once we get more for GST, we'll talk about them a little bit more, and I'll try to focus on them and give you a lot more information. We love them. we appreciate them being a part of the Great Goat Racing League as well, sponsoring the Cup Series, being kick butt and awesome. Also, big special thank you to all the people that are involved with me over here. Of course, Roasted Gems and Nerds Do Nerd Things. We appreciate them as well. Yeah. John Burke on the high side. John Hammond is going to be on the low side of the restart here. Adam Gaines is still the only driver I'm worried about with fuel. Green flag back at it. Hammond, Udding, Burkhart, Gaines. They're wrecking on the back stretch or on the front straightaway. They didn't even get it to turn one. Let me speak. Van Scoik involved. Christoph Hall involved. 8th caution of the race. And for the last 20 laps, we've had caution to caution to caution. They ran the first 2 stages clean but 1 caution, and then they had a good 20 lap run in, and then ever since then they just can't get rolling. John Hammond, your race leader, 6th caution for incident. Alrighty, pace cars in right here. Getting through the gears, 18 high. Ooh. That was the 12 of Aaron Jackson here. I think he might have downshifted. He did. And that threw all those cars way up there in the racetrack. Aaron I want to go back and look at that one more time. Hold on. And we'll go inside the cockpit view here. So he's 2nd gear. Yep, downshifted. That's the classic look of a downshift, folks. So all those people that were involved in that caution right there, now they don't get to have any of those great things. Grijalva out of the race. Christoph is going to be still there, looking like a modified. Cameron Duro should get another lap back here, I do believe. We shall see. Bogart in pit road, getting some damage repaired. John Hammond, your race leader. 11 laps to go. We'll give the helicopter to the old number 12. There goes the 18. He's going to get himself around there. Jackson. Your newest recipient of the helicopter award. And John Hammond right out front. Tell you what, they started off really clean, and now you see the anticipation kind of getting itself worked up. That is exactly what we're seeing here, and they are I don't think it'll be our last caution, but it quite possibly could be. We'll see as they continue to move forward. Udding's going to be your second driver right here to the outside. Sean Burke, Adam Gaines, Bud Shearer, Brandon Burkhart, and they're dropping like flies too. Tony Ressler in the 14, he's going to be out of the race. There's the 88 of Michael Strickland. Strickland should be on the lead lap. He will be. Maurice Burnett is going to be as well. He's been able to keep it clean. Haas Beverly back to pit road here for the 22. He is waiting for all his stuff to be taken care of. $13,295 00 83 93 33 17 48, and Keith Prince in 10th. It is dang near go time. You're absolutely, come on, man. Folks, from now on, YouTube comments will be completely turned off. I'm not doing it anymore. Little trash comments out there from bots, and whoever put the bot in there, I will find out who you are. I'm done with that. I'm gonna find out who it is and where it's at and where it's coming from. John Hammond out front, Burke right there at 95. It's gonna have 83 and Burkhart behind him. Caution. A lot of people involved there. It is starting to get to the point where they are really like John Hammond could win this race just because. Totally joking. There's a lot of racing still left to go. It's gonna be interesting. I wanted to see what was gonna happen and let the race kind of play itself out there for a moment. And yeah. All right. There's Cowan right there with Harrell. Want to see what happened here. To the high side. 33's there. 43 of Harrell gets to the back quarter panel of the 48. And he's just along for the ride. There's nothing in this situation when you're shoved down there. Now, Sammy, I love Sammy. Sammy should have. That's not where Sammy should have been right there. This is a situation. Now Ciolino goes around, and this is a bad situation because the 48's along for the ride. Not much he can do, and then boom, goes Van Scoik. And Cowan just trying it. There's nothing he can do. However, I think we have a better helicopter award. That would be our 23. Should be the 23. Where are you at? Where are you at, Charlie? Here he is. If you're going to do it, you got to do it right. Like this. Now, isn't that how Bubba Wallace ended up on his hood in the NASCAR race himself? I'm not speaking evil, I promise. But that looks exactly. Is he still okay? I was gonna say he was able to reset. Mr. Vance Goik, I love you, buddy. You're gonna get the helicopter award. Yes, sir. Back to live here, folks. Amateur race leader Burke, Burkhart, Anderson, Shearer, Gaines, Udding, Reynolds, Prince, Harrell, Lance Thompson, Anthony Zirkle, Aaron Jackson, Maurice Burnett, John Cialino, Haas Beverly, Michael Strickland. Christoph is going to be on pit road. Daniel Cowan's on pit road as well. They're going to have to leave pit road pretty quickly here if they want to be able to salvage their race here and stay on the lead lap. Bogart still on pit road, I do believe. Cialino. Some heavy nose damage going on there. Holy cow. Still on the lead lap, though. Christoph Hall, first driver off the lead lap. It's going to be a lap down. Sean Burke, 6th place. Can't make this. No, I know, Charles. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Oh, that looked very similar to the It did. It looked very similar to the wreck that you guys had, right? Or that Bubba Wallace had. Don't wear that scheme. It's a bad luck scheme. Any of the other ones would be fine. 13.95, 83.17. Bud Shearer is going to be there in 5th. It gains to the outside. Green flag. Five laps to go here. Him and Burke, Burkhart. $83.95, getting free off the corner there. It's a little early to go aggressive. This is not where you want to be. But I see it happening anyway. 83.95 on the high side, 93.13 on the inside, 13 getting a big shove. John Hammond trying to be pulled around here. Two butting right behind. Or Uting, I don't know. Staying right the entire time. Burkhart goes low. They're getting free. Don't clear yourself at a super speedway. You know what happens when you do that? You go around. And that almost happened. Right now, the 17's going to have the better run with the 95. Whoa, see, that's what I mean. You can't clear yourself. You're going around. 4 laps to go, and they're going to be back up into the mix. Keith Prince trying to go to the high side. Does he come back up the racetrack? Brandon Burkhart in the 83 on the track. Trying to get back up to speed. Is there anybody with him? Off the racing surface there, but I'm surprised that it worked like that. Sam Harrell coming off pit road, off the pit lane right now. Is going to be able to work into the racetrack. Going to try at least. Every position counts. Burke out front. Anderson right there with him. Cody Anderson to the 17. Justin Reynolds in the 94. 93. And Bud Shearer going high here. 3 laps to go. Strickland, the 2 of Udding. 0 of gains. There's Anthony Zirkle in the 4. Little net code from the 33 to the 93. John Cialino trying to hold on to the top 10 as well. 10 drivers. Keith Prince, Haas Beverly, this little group right here. They're just trying to limp around and finish this race. Maybe try to capitalize if they wreck each other up here. 2 laps to go now. David, thank you for 50 stars. I appreciate you. You're amazing. Threw 50 stars on the table and says, bang! Thank you so much, my friend. Sean Burke in the most dangerous position of all of racing, leading at Daytona. With a whole lot of drivers behind trying to get organized. The 94 of Justin Reynolds able to pick up his teammate, though, as the 17 of Anderson picks up the 2. I don't know that was smart. White flag waves. Anderson to the high side is not going to be able to clear himself. Not yet. 95, 94. Teammate side drafting at them. I'm sorry, nose to bumper, bumper to nose. Anderson's going to have to block here if he's going to be able to hold on to the lead. But I tell you what, 95's not going anywhere. 17 up high, 95, 94 right there to the inside. 17 side by side for the lead. Right here into the corner. Turn 1 is good. Turn 2 is good. Back straightaway, turn 3, 94, 95. Teammates all over of the exit. 17 high side. 95 is going to have a run, but the 17 is going to have a push on the outside. This is going to come down to a photo finish. And Anderson's going to win it here. Udding's going to be second. Burt third. Officially unofficial. We drove 100 laps for that finish, and that was a finish. Cody Anderson to 17, able to utilize the outside lane. Got very lucky there. For that 3-wide fun. Nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it at all. Here's a virtual tie for second and third, and we will take a look at that. I'm not quite sure. We'll have to wait for iRacing to score it. But as they do, 17 would have been coming around to have a chance here to burn it down and have a clean little pretty car to burn it down, but somebody ran into him. He had a pretty clean car up until that moment. 00 was able to make it all the way around with fuel. I'm glad to see that as well. All right. Race results. They're up. Anderson, Ricky, and Sean Burke. That'll be your top 3. Justin Reynolds will finish in 4th. Cialino in 5th. Aaron Jackson, Bud Shearer, Anthony Zirkle, John Hammond. Maurice Burnett finishes there as well. Maurice, yeah. I know that this one worked out for you for a top 10. We have got to make sure that your ping is good. Hopefully we can figure something out for you. I want to figure something out for you because you had a chance there to be able to drive with the drivers and really compete and probably be up there. I want to make sure that he's good to go as well. Keith Prince in 11th, Haas Beverly in 12th, Thompson, Strickland, Gaines, Burkhart, Harrell, Hall, and then we're going to move down these race results. Cowan, Duro, Wrestler, Bogart, Grijalva, Van Scoik, Tardif, Hales, Crane, Sturgill to 28th. And then Amar is your race controller. And man, it's a good race. It's a dang old good race. Cody Anderson, your race winner. And that is the way the cookie crumbles. Cody Anderson's going to be a race winner. These drivers are not ready. Congratulations to them. Congrats to all the folks out there for doing what they do. We appreciate you all. I wanted to get in and get the top 3 ready to rock and roll, and kind of finds itself in that situation. Thank you to everybody for doing what you do. And we shall see you. Cody Anderson, the guy right here. Congratulations on the race win here. Took a lot of luck, took a lot of skill, took a lot of everything right there. Walk me through this one, and go ahead and give your shout outs as well.
Just want to say thanks to my team, Lone Star Racing. I got to give a shout out to Ricky there at the end. He gave me that little extra push there at the end to make sure that I was up in front of, I think it was the 93, but just got to give a shout out to them and looking forward to the rest of this season, starting out on a high note. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. That race had a little bit of everything in it.
It had a little bit of everything. Of course it did. And they're at the end battling for the lead. Congrats. Ricky, give some shout outs out there.
Well, I got to thank my two teammates, Brandon Burkhardt, Aaron Jackson. I mean, we worked well together when we could. We were all at the front at some point, and then at the end, you just had to make some new friends, which I did with Dakota and Sean, and so that worked out. And yeah, so up towards the pack, I would say it was fun. How's that?
It was a race for sure. Ricky, congrats on a P2 finish. Look forward to seeing what you guys do next week.
Okay, thanks, man.
Always. That's Ricky Udding right there. And Sean Burke finishes in third. Sean, congrats on a P3 finish. And walk me through it. Give you shout outs.
Hey, thank you. Yeah, had a teammate right behind me, Justin Reynolds. He's pushing pretty hard. He had some damage, though, so it was important that he stayed sucked up on my bumper there. He thought that he had gotten down below me coming out of turn 4, so he let up, and that's all it took. So the 17 got a huge run on the outside, took me in the tri-oval and a P3 for the day. All in all, though, pretty good race. A little rough there at the beginning, but the end was certainly exciting.
First couple, I was going to say first couple of stages actually went pretty well. It was actually the back third of the race that seemed like it was a struggle for a lot of folks. Leading coming around, I said you were in the one place that I didn't want you to, I wouldn't want to be, and that was leading on the last lap.
Yeah, it was a little, I don't know. I guess it's better than being in last place, so I'll take it.
For sure. Sean, congrats on a P3 finish. Give you shout outs, brother.
Yeah, so shout outs to Signature Esports, always doing a great job. Love watching these broadcasts. And shout out to RBS, Bud Shearer, Justin Reynolds. We're hoping to get a few wins this season, and looking forward to the next race.
It's gonna be a ton of fun. Sean, we'll see you in the next one.
Thank you, sir.
Always. That's the guys over there at your top three. Folks, if I seem short, I am. I apologize about that. I don't mean to be short. I don't mean to be to wear it on my face or in my voice as far as irritation goes. But I have a little irritation today, so I do apologize about that. Cody Anderson's going to be a race winner here. Congrats on a good finisher. That was a great finish at the end. We again drove 100 laps for those for that to happen, and we're all human. Yes, absolutely. Thank you all very much for doing what you do. Keep rolling. We're gonna have some fun. It's gonna be a good series tomorrow afternoon. Let's see, we've got 2 series tomorrow. Some Cup Series racing tomorrow afternoon, and then of course the Truck Series tomorrow night. So that's gonna be absolutely interesting. Good to see everybody out there once again, and I'm glad to be back on Saturday nights. Excuse me. We'll be back. We'll be back again here very shortly. Thank you to Roasted Gems. Thank you to Nerds Doing Nerd Things. Thank you to all the sponsors for the series for the G.O.A.T Racing League, the greatest of all time racing series. Like, follow, subscribe if you choose to. Hopefully, we'll be able to see you in the next one.